It is Hallows Eve, and the purge has begun. Good evening, everybody. I am Paul Bazile, and I run Proud Boy Magazine, at least the creative content for Proud Boy Magazine. I also am a writer for Milo Yiannopoulos for Dangerous.com. Our website is officialproudboys.com. That's where you can check out our opinions. That's where you can check out our content if you're interested in Proud Boy Magazine, which is presumably why you're here. I'm stalling a little bit because we're going to get these live numbers up because what I have to say might be the last time you ever hear from me on this platform for a good long time, and it is vaguely important. To honor Halloween and to honor the purge, I'm wearing my Texas Chainsaw Massacre t-shirt, which says, "Who will survive and what will be left of them?" Well, isn't that the question, huh? Hello, hello, hello. Have you noticed some of your friends are missing out there? Hello. So I'm going to start with a story about something that happened today, and then we'll lead into the rest. Here's the story. The New York Metropolitan Republican Club. You guys remember, a few weeks ago, Gavin McInnes spoke there. When Gavin spoke there, his talk was disrupted by, say it with me, Antifa. There you go. Liberals. That would have counted as well. You all win. So he spoke there, basically did a stand-up comedy routine. They disrupted him. They tried to jump and rob a journalist that was outside. 3 of them got arrested, and they got little bullshit, pissant misdemeanor charges. And the mayor, the governor, and the attorney general all lost their minds. Remember? You remember. I have another live stream about this. So they all lost their minds about it. They tweeted about it. They had press conferences about it. Oh, my God. And it almost makes me seem paranoid. It almost makes me seem paranoid that all the media, the second this happened, was all on the story. All had the same story. All called us a hate group, a violent street fighting gang, white supremacists, racist, Nazis. Ignored the fact that we're a multiracial, anti-racist conservative group, which is what we are. Ignored the fact that people like myself, people like Andrew Castor, people like Franklin Wright, people like Luke Rolfing, people like Chadwick Moore, people like Gavin McInnes himself, people like Rufio Panman, all spent a great deal of time trying to keep alt-righters out of the Proud Boys. We've written about it. We are not men of mystery. If you want to know what we think about something, just ask us. We've written about it. Gavin's written about it. Milo's written about it. Yet, when the media writes about us, they act like, who are these guys? Where did they come from? And it all came together so perfectly and so fast. Where the right politicians are saying the right things, not acknowledging that Antifa was there and singling out us. That all of a sudden, now a bunch of our guys have warrants for their arrest, so they turn themselves in. I think there's a couple guys yet to do it because they're looking to get a lawyer before they do it. I believe so. But a lot of our guys turn themselves in. Every one of them that turn themselves in, their pictures in the paper, they're standing in front of a judge, articles written, Think Progress, Gothamist, Daily Beast, New York Times twice. Every liberal rag you could think of is talking about us, is talking about this, is talking about the Proud Boys. Okay? Well, today, that same New York Metropolitan Club, bearing in mind it was vandalized with threats, this is only the beginning, yada, 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 things like that, the day before, or the night before Gavin's talk, that club today, have you read a single thing that Antifa was back at that club today, trapping people inside, pounding on the door, that they were threatening the people inside and they had to call the police to get rid of them? Anyone hear about that? Yeah, a week before the election, a week before the red wave hits, Whether you like it or not, Mark Zuckerberg, whether you like it or not, Jack Dorsey, whether you like it or not, weird motherfuckers at Google, whether you like it or not, whoever. Now, here's the deal. A lot of people can't see this today because right now as it stands, we're one of the few public Proud Boy pages left standing, and we might be deleted at any moment, and that's fact. Now, if you like, you could screen grab what's on here, you could run down the list, and I defy you to show me anything that we've posted that violates Facebook terms and agreements. No. They purged us from Twitter, too, not too long ago, if you remember. And what violated the Twitter terms and agreements? The word Proud Boy. They just decided that one day. You see, that's how censorship works. One day they just decide whatever you call yourself, I don't know, let's say you could call yourself a conservative. Okay, that's pretty safe. Let's say you call yourself a nationalist. One day they might go, the word nationalist, we're going to delete every profile with the word nationalist in it. Well, that's pretty much what they did with the Proud Boys. If you had a profile and the word Proud Boy was in your profile, they deleted you. My profile wasn't like at Proud Boy Paul Bazile or something. It was just at Paul Bazile. It was around before I was even in the Proud Boys. Well, they caught up to me when I started defending the Proud Boys without swearing, no threats, didn't say violence is a great thing. I said, hey, why aren't you calling out Antifa? Why didn't you ever call out Antifa with all the street violence in New York, including when Gavin McInnes was pepper sprayed a year ago, Bill de Blasio? Why didn't you do that? And I don't know why you're so busy right now that when your political opponent's headquarters is being attacked right now, today, as we speak, you haven't tweeted about it? You haven't held a press conference. I see nothing in the Gothamist about we have to call for civility and endless violence and blah, 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 blah. No. Why? Because it's their side doing it. It's their side doing it. So that is happening today, and then all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up. It starts blowing up with everybody. People are telling me, Gavin's gone. Gavin's off Instagram. What? Gavin's off Facebook. What? Milo's gone. Milo's gone. Why is Milo gone? I write for Milo as well, so that means that you're not going to be able to see my work as handily on your Facebook feed if this is the forum that you like, you know? Nope. Sorry, Milo's gone. Dangerous.com doesn't have a means to post on Facebook. If anyone had any like alt accounts or anything like that as well, those are gone as well. If you were in a Proud Boy group that got banned, most of them got shut down. Entire chapter pages were getting shut down. As if we can never find these people again. As if this is going to greatly affect our lives. No. I'm going to tell you right now. Do you know why they're doing this? Do you know? Any guesses? Go ahead. Right. I'll give you a second. Do you know why they're doing this? Do you know why they're doing this? I'll talk directly to the Facebook admin watching this right before you ban this entire page. Somebody screen grab this whole thing. Somebody rip this. Somebody figure out how to get this video so you could say, Paul Bazile, the Proud Boy, said this. The reason you're doing this, the reason why you feel compelled to ban Proud Boys, to ban right-wingers, to ban right-wing publications, the main reason is because you failed to change a single mind. And that is the truth. That in the past 2 to 3 years, arguably, maybe even 4 years, the left has not converted one conservative. Not one. But the right seems to be converting a lot of lefties. When we got guys like Kanye West wearing their MAGA hat, we seem to be turning a lot of lefties. When we have the black vote and welcoming them with open arms and saying, great, black people are awesome. We want you to start businesses. We want you to be an entrepreneur. And we want to help you. And yes, you're as American as anybody else. No one here's a white nationalist. Nationalist means you love your country. Gandhi was a nationalist. FDR was a nationalist. There's a lot. Winston Churchill was a nationalist. All it means is you put your country first. And you put your people first. And in this case, our people are not white people. They're not black people. They're American people. In America, at least. That's who we're talking about. some of you were looking at us internationally and wondering who this guy with the fucked up hair that looks like Kennedy after the shot is. Well, yes, I'm in America, and the Proud Boys was founded in America. So in that context, Rufio Panman's band, Andrew Castor's band, Franklin Wright is banned. These are people who fought tooth and nail to keep the alt-right out of the Proud Boys, to make sure that it didn't get infected with that, to make sure we stayed vigilant on that. No matter, and it wasn't to cuck to the left. We just don't like Nazis. We just call us nuts. I know, it's unbelievable. How do you not love a Nazi? Well, we don't. It turns out we don't want you. Turns out we never did want you. Turns out nobody likes you. Turns out your own mothers can't stand the sights of your faces. And we all worked our asses off to make sure those guys didn't become Proud Boys. It doesn't matter because you're going to say they're in the Proud Boys anyway, aren't you? And that's what you're doing right now. And I didn't read it, but I heard some Daily Beast article came out today. I can only imagine. And hey, isn't it odd that it just a week before the midterm elections, all these conservative pages where people talk, they make arrangements on where to go, how to go vote, who they're voting for and why, what message to get across and whatnot. Isn't it the weirdest thing in the world? What a coincidence, right? My paranoia gland is acting up, and I'm not a paranoid guy by any means. I always think paranoia and arrogance go hand in hand, that you must think that you're so important that the whole world is bearing down on you. I don't feel that way. I never feel like when I hear like, it was a big cover up. It was all to get you. And I'm like, who's out there to get me? And people are out there to get us. I'm sorry. And here's the thing. Once again, Facebook admins, Google CEOs, whoever, you are so self-righteous and disgustingly ineffective in turning anyone to your side, in inarticulating your ideas. And we were so good at it that we used your platform better than you ever could. Better than you could ever dream of using it. And we got our guy, the longest long shot in history, the most libertarian candidate probably since the founding fathers were in the White House. We got him in the White House, whether you like it or not. And they could smell it, and they are scared because there's a red wave coming. Now, why don't we talk about some of the people that aren't banned from their social media platforms, shall we? Let's go through the brief list. Hamas. ISIS. The Hells Angels. How about, because they keep trying to play 6 degrees of separation to like link us somehow to Charlottesville and say, well, one of the guys went to a Proud Boy thing and then he showed up at Charlottesville, so they're all, no, okay, we're not. We disavowed it. We still disavow it. We're going to disavow the next one. But the guy who ran Charlottesville and the guy who was the headline speaker at Charlottesville both have their social media accounts. You know who else has a social media account? David Duke of the Ku Klux Klan has a social media account. And you know what? I'm not saying any of these people shouldn't have a social media account, by the way. I disagree with everyone I mentioned wholeheartedly. But I'm not saying take their ideas away. I want to see what the people and most conservatives want to see what the people we disagree with are there saying. We want to see what your argument is. We want to see what you're saying about us. We want to see, well, what does the public think of this? And it's one of the reasons why people are like, we need a conservative platform. I'm not reading the comments because I'm not wearing my glasses, as you probably spotted, but I'm sure somebody's saying we need a conservative platform. We need a conservative platform. Here's the problem with having a conservative platform. I don't want segregated ideas and platforms. I want an open forum of ideas, which was the original idea behind social media. I want to be able to see what your arguments are, because it's not like they're going to articulate them to me. What are you saying among each other? That's how we know how violent the left is, because we look at your Facebook pages and we see you saying that you want to, string up Donald Trump and put a bullet in him and, do this to Baron Corbin and rape his wife and do horrible things. And we read that and we go, those are the people who want to be in charge of everything? Jesus fucking Christ. No. So that's why there's a big red wave about to crash the fuck down on the USA during midterms, and it's going to give conservatives supermajorities, and they're already butthurt about it. Because the ineffective people, the David Dukes, the Jason Kesslers, the Richard Spencers, all have their social media platform. You know why? Because they are, just like every leftist I know, disgustingly, stunningly, and embarrassingly ineffective. They chase way more people away from an idea than they bring in. The people who are their fans are profoundly mentally ill, just like most liberals. The similarities are uncanny. And they know, oh yeah, if we have this asshole out there, he's just going to make a jackass out of himself, and then we could argue against him. But you know who you can't argue against? A guy like Milo. You know who you can't argue against? A guy like Roger Stone. A guy like Alex Jones. And it's not because they're all right about everything. Nobody's right about everything. It's just that they're so bad at articulating their point of view that Alex Jones could scream about lizard people and make all his points about why they're lizard people running the world, and there's still going to be people who sit there and go, lizard people? I don't know how to tell you there's not lizard people. I don't know how to construct a demonstrative idea that counters what Alex Jones has to say. And you know who else? Gavin McInnes. They know. They know they're not funnier than these people. They're not as charming as these people. They're not as smart as these people. And that includes the Proud Boys. Why did we get banned at the end of the day? They're purging us right now. This video might only be up for another few minutes because so many public pages from the Proud Boys just got banned. Why? Because we're effective. We're effective. And we're telling you, hey, you don't have to vote Democrat and you could still be anti-racist just like the Proud Boys. Hey, you don't have to vote Democrat and you could be gay. There's plenty of gay Proud Boys. Milo's a Proud Boy. Chadwick Moore's a Proud Boy. We have plenty of gay Proud Boys. Finding gay people is not a problem for conservatives. There's more gay conservatives now than there's ever been. They don't care. They know, oh my God, when Cuomo comes out and does his thing, we just created 1,000 new Proud Boys. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but you just created 1,000 more by doing this purge. And that's true. That's goddamn true. You just created 1,000 more. You just put us in the news again. You just now you have people who actually are talking about us. And yes, your people, your liberals, will always hate us. They'll always hate us. You will always hate us. I'm not looking to talk to you. I want you to know what I have to say, no matter who you are. But the audience that Proud Boy Magazine has always talked to under my reign, which has been almost its entire existence, the audience that we've always looked at, always, has been people who have no clue what we're about. We always set it up that way. We don't go, hey, conservatives, we all know how liberals are, cuck. No. Why would I want to preach to the choir? If you already know everything about the Proud Boys, you can read Proud Boy Magazine and enjoy it, but I don't need to, sell you on anything. I don't need to tell other Proud Boys how they should feel. But there's always people that go, you know what? How do these guys feel about that? Or, oh, that's interesting. That men's club I heard about, or whatever. And when HuffPo and, today, Daily Beast wants to write hit pieces and smear jobs on us, not include any of our opinions. Once again, I'm right here, CNN. Hey, Don Lemon, I saw that you had a panel where you're going, what is a Western chauvinist? What do they mean? You know who knows what they mean? Yo! You know who else knows? Gavin McInnes. You know who else knows? Milo Yiannopoulos. You know who else knows? Chadwick Moore. You know who else knows? Yosef. You know who else knows? Enrique. You know who else knows? Franklin. How about fucking Rufio? You can have any of these people. They'd be happy to sit in front of Don Lemon and humiliate him. But they're not going to let that happen. And that's why they're purging us. They're purging us. They're purging conservatives. They're doing it right before the midterms because they know that we are scary effective at social media. They know that we're scary efficient, and they know that our numbers just grew. And let me tell you, not talking about Proud Boys. I'm talking about people I know in real life. All knew about what happened at the Met Club. They went, hey, don't you belong to some like social club, some men's club that was in the news? What? This calling you this and that. And guess what? This is the average blue-collar working guy. And I'm not talking about one or two guys. I'm talking about a lot of people reached out to me, including liberals. Liberal friends, like crazy, bleeding heart liberal friends. And said, I read about you in this paper or that paper or paper online and this site or that site. You're not like that. And yeah, we disagree politically, but you just lost another one. You just lost another one. Because now they're like, wait, but I'm friends with him. Other guys I work with are going, wait, they want us to believe that the guys in the black masks with the pick and sickle shit, throwing their own piss at people, they want us to believe that those are the good guys? Yes, they do. Huffington Post does. The Daily Beast does. And take it a step further, Bill de Blasio does. Andrew Cuomo does. Hillary Clinton does. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez does. Bernie Sanders does. Don Lemon does. All these people think you are stupid. And I'm going to part with that thought. They think you're stupid. They think you're stupid. We'll be fine. You know what? Facebook admin, do whatever the fuck you're going to do. I'm right here. I edit Proud Boy magazine. Delete my fucking profile. I've had it for years, and I put money into promoting it, and I've never violated your terms of service. Never. Never. I defy you. Show me. I defy you. I never violated your terms of service. You know you're wrong. You know that's why you're going to delete my profile. You know that's why this page right here is going to get deleted. And I'll probably never talk to you guys on this platform again afterwards. Because it's not like I'm going to get another Facebook because I need to be on it. Nope. Guess I'll move to Instagram. Guess I'll move to YouTube. Guess I'll do something else. And I would encourage anybody else who's fed up with being purged and having to watch what they say and change their ideas, not their language, not their racist views, but your ideas. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened in the news, and this is how I feel about it. Ooh, you can't express that because that might come off as something that violates our terms. And today, the word Proud Boy violates your terms. Tomorrow, what's it going to be? Nationalist, conservative, right-winger, Republican. If we keep getting as effective as we're getting, they're coming for you next, even if you're not a Proud Boy. And to the person who's deleting my profile watching this, they might come after you one day too. We'll be fine. We're grown men. We have jobs. We'll move on with our lives. And it kind of sucks because it's like, oh, we have to figure out a workaround to get our ideas across. But people who want to see what we're about are more than welcome to come to our website, officialproudboys.com, and check it out. Please buy our merchandise at Proud of Your Store. You can get to it through officialproudboys.com. Supports us and keeps the website running, so we always appreciate that. Support Milo at dangerous.com. Support Luke Rolfing and all the stuff that he writes over at Big League Politics. Great guy, wouldn't hurt a fly, nicest person I've ever met in my life. His profile is banned forever today. He's a writer, he's up and coming, young guy, and you took his fucking profile away because you don't like his ideas and you're afraid that some 24-year-old dude from wherever he's from is going to crush you in the midterms because he could outthink Don Lemon, and he could outthink Rachel Maddow, and he could outthink the whole staff of The View. And so could a lot of our guys, actually. And you know it. So just know, you're next. So stay vigilant. And I want to say, we're going to make America great again. We're going to keep America great. Uhuru, which is Swahili for liberty. And very proud of your boy. Thank you all for always watching my live streams. And if this is the last time I see you, God bless and take care of yourselves. Thank you very much. Vote on Tuesday.